Hey everyone, welcome to a special Star Wars Spectacular episode of The Know.
Oh, I'm Bruce.
I'm Adam.
We're going to have songs and dances and Adams will make lightsaber sounds with his mouth for solid 10 minutes. So buckle up, fellas. Just be like bullseye of bad feelings about this back home.
You had your chance to get out, but now you're here. Let's talk about power converters.
First up, J.J. Abrams admitted to a slight mistake in Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens.
I'd like my money now. We should do our due diligence here and tell you what follows is a pretty spicy spoiler for The Force Awakens if you're the one guy who hasn't seen it yet. You think you would have to do that with an internet video about Star Wars, with a thumbnail about Star Wars, but we've been in this game for too long to understand the angry comments.
That's true. So we're on the same page. The spoilers coming up? Good. All right. The scene in question occurs near the end of the film. Han Solo has just been cut down by his own son.
Spoiler!
Fuck. Thank you. Leaving a grieving Chewbacca and Rey to reunite with Leia Organa back on Dakar.
Grievous. Except some viewers found it strange that Chewbacca blasted right past Leia, who then hugged Rey, and, feel out their loss.
Yeah, given that out of everyone in that movie, Leia and Chewie were the closest to Han Solo, so wouldn't it have made sense for them to hug instead, meaning Leia and Chewie and not Leia and Rey?
So The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams admitted to the confusing portrayal in an interview with Slash Film.
Lawrence, what did he say?
He says, quote, "My thinking at the time was that Chewbacca, despite the pain he was feeling, was focused on trying to save Finn and getting him taken care of." So I guess that makes sense.
Okay.
He also explains that as Rey and Leia are both Force sensitive, as the movie kind of points out, they had a certain emotional empathy that caused them to understand each other's feelings more intimately.
Sure.
I guess that makes sense.
Sure.
Abrams also goes on to acknowledge that, quote, "Had Chewbacca not been where he was, he probably wouldn't have thought of it. But because he was right there, passed by Leia, it felt almost like a slight, which was definitely not the intention."
Wow, okay.
It was weird that he said, "fuck you, bitch," as he walked by.
But it was in Sherrywook, so no, most people didn't pick up on it.
Bitch. So we have to admit, it's pretty cool for Abrams to acknowledge the unintended slight to Chewie here and explain it so completely.
Yeah, plus Chewie had some other scenes in the movie that gave him his due, so even though that scene did seem a little strange, we're willing to let it slide, J.J. Abrams, no big deal.
Yeah, also, here's another thought for you. How impressive is it that Star Wars fans can pick apart the movie any more thoroughly to find bigger problems that Chewie just walking by Leia in a given scene, right?
There's really nothing else we can argue about, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, given especially how the prequels went. You think by now somebody would be crying for Abrams' murder because he got an alien's clothing wrong or some crystal was the wrong color.
Who cares? It's fucking Star Wars.
No, it matters, Bruce.
No, I love Star Wars. It doesn't matter at all.
I thought the cooler part in that scene was the fact that Leia and Rey hadn't met until that moment, and they kind of knew, like without any words.
They knew.
They had this kind of moment. It was like rewatching it a few times. You're like, oh, that's actually really cool. And Chewie's just like, look, I've hung out with you before. It's fine.
You know what that's called, Adam?
Grieving?
Midi-chlorians.
Oh, fuck off.
In other Chewie news, which is not a phrase we thought we'd be saying today, we'll be seeing more of everyone's favorite Wookiee in coming Star Wars movies.
Spoiler!
Joel, aren't you happy about Chewbacca? Do your Chewbacca impression.
Yeah!
You fucking asshole.
The Wrap reports that Disney chairman and CEO Bob Iger confirmed that Chewbacca will be in the Han Solo origin movie that we all can't wait for.
I'm excited.
That's meant to hit after Star Wars Episode 8 in 2018.
Yeah, you might be filing this one under no shit already. But bizarrely, it had yet to be confirmed. So there you go. Confirmed, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, put a stamp on it. We'll get to see a little young Solo and young Chewie palling around the galaxy and getting into hijinks.
Who's playing young Lando? Oh, it's Terrence Mackie.
John Boyega.
Terrence Howard Mackie.
He better not hug the wrong fucking person, though. I swear to motherfucking... Ooh, boy, that's going to make me upset.
Oh, boy. Hey, speaking of hugging the wrong person, Luke Skywalker might be super mega gay.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. We just needed a nice segue.
Okay, fine. So the UK tabloid The Sun reports that Mark Hamill, the actor behind Luke Skywalker and perennial voice of the Joker, is completely open to the idea that Luke is space fabulous.
Or rather, he believes the character Luke Skywalker is whatever you want him to be.
They're
right?
in space. It doesn't matter.
All right, Lawrence, tell them what they said.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So Hamill said, quote, "In the old days, you would get fan mail. But now fans are writing asking all these questions like, I'm being bullied in school, I'm afraid to come out. They say to me, could Luke be gay? I'd say it's meant to be interpreted by the viewer. If you think Luke is gay, of course he is. You should not be ashamed of it. Judge Luke by his character, not by who he loves."
That's fine, yeah.
I like that quote a lot.
I mean, at least he's not saying, he's like, no, Luke hates queers.
Spoiler! Holy shit.
No, I'm saying it's better.
Hamill's not exactly sticking a lightsaber in here, but more leaving it open to interpretation, which makes sense, right?
Oh, no, of course. I mean, he's a make-believe character.
Yeah.
And if that make-believe character helps you get through with your life, fine, totally good. It's actually better than him to say, no, he hates you. Luke would hate you. So anyway, Luke Skywalker is meant to be a cardboard cutout of any lonely kid that dreams of a future in space and using a laser sword
Exactly.
with his best friend Steve.
Plus, the only woman Luke ever kissed was his own sister, and that hair and those boots.
He had a lot of time on that desert planet, Tatooine or whatever.
Those sweet boots.
Could have made out with a moist evaporator.
Don't say or whatever. You know it's Tatooine.
Lauren-
You know exactly what it was. Don't pretend like you're not the big. Yeah, fuck you.
Lawrence, is this starting to add up a little bit?
I like how this is really striking a chord with Joel all of a sudden. Well, he's getting tossed up about this.
Tatooine or whatever.
Yeah.
I was stalling for time because I couldn't remember that. I was going to say Jakku, but whatever.
Lawrence, I was trying to set you up for your joke. Do you
No,
want
I got
the joke
it.
or not?
Kind of starts to add up a little bit. He was really good friends with Wedge Antilles, and his name was Wedge.
So what? That's a cool name. Wedge is a cool name.
So I think, hey, let's put a nail in it. Luke and Wedge are space butt bros.
What about Porkins?
Jack
Porkins is way better. Luke and
Porkins is space bear.
Go watch the making of Star Wars and see how many heart attacks George Lucas almost had. He never had any time to go, and I bet these two are lovers. He's the most asexual being on this planet.
Gross.
Male, female, whatever lover you're into.
But he wrote such compelling love dialogue. Remember when we were at the lakes on wherever?
All right, that'll do it for your Star Wars Minute. Catch us next time when we hit the Kessel Run in less than 5 portion breads.
But Queen Amidala, I love you.
Just like Swack and Backbox back at home.
I hate sand.
Should we make it
Don't put it with the valve.
Women's Wednesday?
That's the valve filing cabinet.
The trash.
Bruce, honestly, you could just start humping again. No one's watching.
It will. It looks. It's a good look on you. That hump.
This?
Yeah.
Those blackheads are just holes in my face.
All right.
In 5.
Yeah, let's start.
Did we already clap?
No.
There it is.
I think those look like